Welcome DKP Sogong aboard. Your learning journey starts now. Ever wonder if the history you read is the real deal? Or just a heavily edited blockbuster? Forget digging for one pure original. We're looking at layers upon layers of rewriting. Think of it like an ancient text that's been copied, annotated, lost, and rediscovered multiple times. What survives isn't the past itself, but a palimpsest, a layered manuscript where each layer adds, deletes, or hides parts of the last. Even newly unearthed texts are just new witnesses, not the definitive truth, and the voices that went missing. Their silence tells us as much as what was written. So how does this palimpsest get built? We've got 9 distinct layers from the ground up. L0 is the raw stuff, actual conversations, actions, feelings, people who never got written down. Then L1, physical stuff, bamboo slips, tomb inscriptions. Next, L2, disciples and followers start compiling, often creating composite works. L3 is where editors really get busy, cutting, rearranging, adding commentary. L4, Han scholars and emperors sort everything into neat categories, Confucian, Taoist, legalist, locking them in place. But then comes L5 loss. Texts vanish, voices are suppressed, sometimes only through hostile reports. These chosen classics get locked into education systems, copied endlessly. L7, modern translations and ideologies reshape ancient concepts. And finally, L8, AI and digital platforms summarize, compress, and rank everything, potentially burying nuance under algorithmic noise. Each layer builds on the last, but also distorts it. What drives these changes across the layers? 12 key mechanisms. Think of them as the tools of historical transformation. First, selection, M01. Someone decides which ideas make the cut. Second, compilation, M02. Mushing different sources together into one big book. Third, redaction, M03. The classic editor's toolkit: delete, rearrange, rewrite. Fourth, naming, M04. Slapping a retroactive label like Mohist onto diverse materials. Fifth, classification, M05. Official bodies deciding where an idea fits. Sixth, hostile reporting, M07. Knowing about a thinker only because their opponents mock them. And don't forget the newest tool, algorithmic compression, M12, where AI favors the shortest, most popular summary, potentially burying complexity. These aren't just passive processes, they actively shape what knowledge survives and how it's understood. Okay, let's look at some concrete examples where this palimpsest theory cracks open our assumptions. First, the famous 100 schools. Turns out that neat classification largely came from Han Dynasty librarians trying to organize chaos. It wasn't how thinkers saw themselves back then. Second, the Mosey text we have. It's incomplete, missing 18 chapters. Trying to build a seamless philosophy from what's left ignores both the gaps and internal differences. Third, the Zhuangzi. The version we read is heavily edited by Guo Xiang, who removed stuff he didn't like, and it contains multiple voices, not just Zhuangzi's. Fourth, those amazing excavated manuscripts like Gudian and Mawang Dui. They throw wrenches into our neat boxes, showing connections between traditions we thought were separate. Finally, figures like Yang Zhu or Xu Xing. We know them mostly through hostile descriptions. Their true thoughts remain elusive, demanding careful reconstruction, not just assuming the enemy's portrait is the whole story. So if history is always being rewritten, how do we navigate it responsibly? The answer lies in co-generative fulfillment. This isn't about finding a single unchangeable truth, but establishing principles that keep history open to revision while upholding core values. Imagine a system where D stands for equal dignity. No one gets permanently instrumentalized. I represents pluralism, differences matter, forced unity is bad. K means acknowledging wholeness, including uncertainties and residuals. W signifies open authority, interpretations aren't monopolies. And P ensures reversibility, everything can be challenged, appealed, corrected, or restored. The ultimate goal? To ensure no single power can lock history into its version forever. It's about building a framework where knowledge evolves openly and ethically.